Welcome into PFF TV. He's Cam Mellor. I'm Shannon Ford. Today we're going to be counting down our top 10 guys in the race for the Heisman. Very hot button topic right now. All of this is brought to you by our friends at Eckrich. Be sure to click the link below here to sign up for the $1 Million Challenge. Chance to win, throw for $1 million, win $1 million, all the things. It's going to be great. All right, at number 10, we got Zach Moss, running back out of Utah, the forced missed tackle machine.
This guy is an absolute beast to take down, a wrecking ball, so to speak, bounces off contact, forces missed tackles at historic rates. 45% of his carries, he has broken a tackle or forced a missed tackle. That is historic. We have seen the record at 33% with David Montgomery now in the NFL. Zach Moss well above that at 45%, and if this keeps up, we like him in the Pac-12 championship game to go up against the Oregon Ducks. Perhaps we will see.
Could be a fun one. All right, at number 9, we got Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for Clemson. This guy didn't play so well at the beginning of the season, but from week 4 on, he was our top-graded quarterback.
Yeah, surpassing his turnover-worthy plays in just 3 weeks from a season ago. This year, he has limited those mistakes. He limited a lot of those mistakes, those turnover-worthy passes. He's made multiple big-time throws, and don't look now. There are 2 90-plus overall game grades he's got in the past 2 games. The Clemson Tigers are perhaps the best team in the country that nobody is talking about, led by perhaps the best quarterback outside of Joe Burrow.
Wow, that's a hot take.
It's happening.
Best team in the country. Hot take. All right, at number 9, Justin Herbert out of Oregon. I mean, they lost to Auburn, but otherwise they've been playing really, really well, and Justin Herbert is at the helm.
That Auburn game looks more like an anomaly for not only Herbert, but that entire Ducks team, offense, defense. The secondary is great, but Herbert makes them go. When they need a victory, he has done it. He has rallied this team in the fourth quarter, reaching levels that we saw from him in 2017, but actually surpassing those levels, those numbers that we saw in 2017, which is his best year. Right now, Herbert is the man out west.
He's the man out west, but he's going to have to play extremely, extremely well to move up in these ranks.
Absolutely.
All right, at number 7, we got Jalen Hurts, quarterback out of Oklahoma. Doesn't look like Lincoln Riley's going to go for this repeat.
Does not. He takes a bit of a stumble against Iowa State, his lowest graded game. But Sooner fans, if you want to hang your hat on something, his previous lowest game grade came against Texas. He followed that up with the highest game grade we've seen from a quarterback this season. So he now has the new low game grade. If he sees it this week against Baylor, you can expect him to vault back up into maybe the top 3.
That's going to be a good game.
It should be awesome.
Baylor, Oklahoma. All right, J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State, running back. I mean, this guy, he's like a stiff arm machine.
It literally a stiff arm machine. There are multiple highlight reel moments.
The Heisman Trophy.
He just literally knocks dudes down with an arm. The best part about Dobbins, I think, is the fact that he does all of this, and he's hardly had to play in the second half. And he also has another guy on this list in Justin Fields and Master Teague behind him who eat his carries and eat his yards. So Dobbins' numbers could be even better had he have to play the entire game, but he doesn't, alas. They will be tested, though, to close out the year.
All right, another running back. Let's talk about Chuba Hubbard out of Oklahoma State. This guy is about to break records, rush for 2,000 yards. He picks up yards after the catch. What's not to like? This
guy is truly the best running back in college football this season. That could have been said about Jonathan Taylor, but Chuba is the guy. The yards after contact, 1,014, would rank as the 14th most total yards had he not needed that among everybody in the country. So he is not only getting it done overall, after contact, through broken tackles, with big plays. Everywhere you get him the ball, he succeeds, and he has the Cowboys running.
What happened to Jonathan Taylor? Touchdown?
I miss him.
I miss him too. All right, let's talk about his teammate, Justin Fields, out of Ohio State, quarterback, of course. He's putting up more yards in the air than his receivers are doing after the catch, so he's doing a lot of the work. Does he have a chance?
He does have a chance, I think. Unfortunately for him, though, J.K. Dobbins steals any first-place votes he may get. They'll split those first-place votes. So again, this top 10 is where we would rank him likely. I don't think that there's a winner outside of our number 1, but we'll get to it. Fields has a chance, though, if he puts up video game-like numbers against Penn State, against Michigan, and then whomever represents the Big Ten on the other side of the Big Ten championship game against him, he can vault up. He'll need some big game grades. Like he's been able to produce, he's produced a lot of those yards through the air, though, not needing yards after the catch like his predecessors in Dwayne Haskins and even J.T. Barrett. So Fields gets it done, and it is arguably, if you put him in the conversation of dual threat quarterback, he is the best downfield thrower of those.
No doubt. He'll have to continue to put up big numbers against particularly Penn State and Michigan down the stretch here, as you mentioned. At number 3, we got CeeDee Lamb. His quarterback didn't do well against Iowa State, but he did.
He did indeed. This guy now averages over 22 yards a catch and over 10 yards after the catch per reception. You cannot bring him down. Cue the Texas tape if you want to watch him breaking tackles. Cue the Iowa State tape if you want to watch him breaking tackles. The most explosive guy with the ball in his hands at the receiver position.
All right. People may not like this one.
Oh.
Ba-ba-ba. Tua at number 2. He kept his team in the game against LSU, which is why he's still in this conversation.
He is in the conversation because at this point it's a race for number 2. It is a race for the second place votes. And if you look at the game in week 11, Alabama, LSU, the 2 best players in all of college football that are not named Chase Young, were on the field. Tua, Joe Burrow. We'll get to Burrow in a second. Tua kept them in it. Actually, at one point was outgrading Burrow until a bad interception. But at this point, Tua is the second best quarterback in the country, and this is a quarterback-driven award. So Tua right now is the second favorite in our opinion.
Our opinion. All right. He struggled under pressure, but he put up some big numbers against a really good secondary in that game. And of course, at number 1, surprise to no one, Mr. Joe Burrow.
It is Broadway Joe,
Broadway
Burrow.
Joe.
Burreaux. It doesn't matter where you look at our PFF grades. This guy is the top graded quarterback. Most importantly, though, 10 yards or more down the field. Those NFL throws, so to speak. Tight windows across the numbers, or in between the numbers, leading his receivers on his second read, under pressure. When kept clean. It doesn't matter. Joe Burrow is the highest graded quarterback in nearly everything that we've done and do. And, not only the biggest draft board mover, but arguably the biggest mover in terms of Heisman race, not even in the picture to start the season. And at this point, it is his to lose.
No doubt. He was throwing some balls down the field in that Alabama game. It was fun to watch. If something catastrophic would have to happen for Joe Burrow to not win the Heisman.
He'd have to put up multiple stinkers, not just one, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be tough to do. So rest assured, it's probably going to be Joe Burrow, especially now with Chase Young out of the conversation. There's your top 10 list. That was the Cliff Notes version, though, people. Cam Mellor wrote up a whole article on it. Head to pff.com and check it out.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.